What's wrong?
Your plant is so leggy. It's the middle of winter. There's no sunlight. You need a grow light station.
What you need is to mind your own business.
What?
Nothing. Hey plant lovers, it's Kim and Dan, and today we wanted to show you how we set up our grow light station for all of our houseplants.
That way you can avoid all those nasty comments from your snooty plant friends.
So if you didn't understand the skit, essentially all plants need the proper amount of sunlight in order to thrive and survive. But if your plant isn't getting enough light, then it could get leggy and potentially die.
It's literally life or death.
Ho ho ho. Just kidding, there's a lot of green area in between.
But if this sounds like you, then you definitely need a grow light station. We did some shopping around online, but then we saw the prices.
What?
It's unbelievable.
So if you're anything like us, you've already blown your budget on the houseplants themselves. So you need a cheap solution.
We came up with a DIY alternative, and it's not the prettiest, but it's also not $800.
To recreate our grow light station, you'll need a shelving unit of your choice.
We linked our specific one down below. 2 to 3 grow lights with mounting hardware.
These should be relatively flat for this to work. A drill.
Screws to mount the lights. Spray paint of your choice.
And contact paper of your choice.
Our first step is optional, but if your shelving units were cheap like ours, they probably came in an ugly gray color as well.
So we decided to paint ours white with a top coat layer of this bleached stone texture. So there's currently a snowstorm outside, so we can't show you how we painted, but we'll insert some pictures from last year.
We recommend using spray paint for this, since it dries faster, finishes better, and there are so many holes within this frame that it would have been annoying to get with a brush. Alright, once the shelves have dried, we can start assembling.
We placed ours by an outlet in a spare room so that the lights don't bother us. Our plants are constantly growing, so we like that these shelves allow us to adjust the height of each tier to fit our needs.
Now that we've got our shelves standing, we're going to put the lights on the underside of each shelf. Okay, so these are our lights, and then they mount with this little tiny hole using a screw that goes in the hole and then slides into place. Now we got to take the shelf out. We wanted our light to hang in the center of the shelf so that our plants could get even lighting. We found the center point of the shelf and drew a horizontal line down the middle. I held the light centered on the shelf and made marks for the mounting holes. Once the marks were in place, we drilled some pilot holes halfway through the shelf and drove screws in, making sure not to drill all the way through to the other side. Finally, we can slide the lights into place and set the shelf onto the frame. So we've got all of our lights installed, and we just have to plug each one into each other. So this one's going to plug into the middle one, then we plug the middle one into the bottom one, and then finally we just have to plug the bottom one into the wall. Ta-da!
Okay, let's clean up those wires.
So we've got some zip ties to clean up the wires.
Here's how our plant station's looking now. Not too shabby, right? We have one more trick up our sleeves to elevate this look. If you don't like the look of your panels, you can cover them with contact paper. They come in a lot of different designs, and this one's marble. We want plants! We want plants! Alright guys, now it's time for the fun part. Let's bring in the plants!
Yes!
Okay, let's see if it works. Do you hear my knees? Let's see if it works.
No.
Ta-da! Boom, boom, ta-da!
Dun, dun.
We've had 2 years with our plant grow light station so far, and we love it.
It's really great for budget-conscious people who need customization, flexibility, and portability with their apartment setups. We moved around a lot in our early 20s, and portability was really, really important to us. This setup is really easy to assemble and dismantle, and it doesn't take up too much space to store.
Now that we have our own house and we've settled in, we'll want to recreate these shelves with nicer wood so that it'll fit in with our furniture. So stay tuned and subscribe for that future video.
If you made a plant station like ours after watching our video, send us a picture at itsKimandDan on Instagram.
We want to see your plant babies! And feel free to send this to your fellow plant lovers. Just try not to be so rude like our snobby plant friend in the beginning. No shade to anyone, by the way, just gentle indirect sunlight. You making fun of my hand movements?
No, this is my hand movement.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Don't to me or my plant ever again. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
Gently get it out. Gently. Gently remove it.
PJs and slippers. So when plants don't get enough light, they'll start to stretch and it'll look leggy, which is not a good look. No offense. This is so weird that I'm just like in my plant.
No, this is a good shot.
It's
nice.
It's unbelievable.